Hello and welcome to Solution-Based Selling. Successful selling is about telling authentic stories to help customers relate to you and our products and to help them find Pampered Chef solutions to challenges. Our speakers can't wait to share with you their top product selling tips. Now, before I introduce them, let me share a little bit about what you can expect during this breakout. First, you'll learn why stories help customers see the value of our products and how to create your own by painting the picture, sharing the value, and going for the yes. Then you'll hear tips for selling products and how to offer solutions to your customers, both virtually and in person. Then your speakers will share some real life examples and show you how to use them to inspire your own stories and solutions. Finally, we'll show you how your stories can also help you with booking and recruiting. And now I'm thrilled to introduce your speakers for this breakout. Carolyn Moss is an advanced director who started her Pampered Chef business in 2003, and since then has held 2,427 parties and has 1.7 million in career sales. Wow. What Carolyn loves most about this business is the freedom and independence it has provided, both financially and logistically, and that she can work when she wants and from wherever she wants. This has given her the precious gift of time with the people she loves most, including her Pampered Chef friends. When asked what she loves most about National Conference, Carolyn shared it's 3 days of hugging her Pampered Chef family and then going home with tons of new ideas and resources to help her grow her business, and then hug them all over again on the incentive trip. She's most proud of the people she has helped and the lives she's changed along the way. Carolyn shared that she is a very frugal person and asks herself before spending money on something if it's something she needs or something that will make her life easier or solve a challenge. For her, Pampered Chef products fit right into her way of thinking because every one of our products eases a pain point that people have in their kitchen. Next is Jill Fleming. Jill started her Pampered Chef business in 2014. Since then, she has done 1,175 parties and submitted $1 million in career sales and she accomplished that in May of this year, just 8.5 years after starting her business. Way to go. When she started, she didn't realize how much she needed a circle, people that are like-minded and truly in the same place. Over the years, the people she has met because of her business, including customers, have become family. And so her much needed circle has expanded. Jill shared that when she thinks about her favorite part of conference, it's the workshops for learning and the experience of getting together with friends from all across North America. One of the biggest challenges Jill has seen in her business is going back to live parties. And it's a good change. It's a change because it truly feeds her soul. Jill recommends that if you haven't tried it yet, if you're a virtual consultant, the time is now to do an in-person party. Now get your handouts ready to take notes and let's get started.
Hey everyone, we are so glad you joined us for this breakout session. Now, before Jill and I get started, let's take a minute or two to reflect on this topic. On your handout, respond to each of these questions. Why do you think it's important to tell authentic product stories? What are some of your current struggles with offering customers solutions to their kitchen challenges? What are you hoping to learn in this session? Whatever you may have written down about the struggles you have selling products and offering solutions, I can relate. I felt that same way when I first started my Pampered Chef business. Once I mastered the art of selling products through storytelling, my product sales soared. Today, Jill and I will share with you how we do it. Stories are so important because they allow us to relate to each other through shared experiences and can also help us to see different perspectives and develop new ideas. A compelling story usually includes a conflict, questions that we want answered, and hopefully resolutions. Many of us, including guests at parties, share the same challenges when it comes to getting dinner on the table, right? Some of those challenges might include what to make, How can I get it done quickly? And what do I make that everybody will eat? And right now, it might also be, what will they eat that's budget friendly? That's the conflict. And we are all looking for similar solutions to these dinner time dilemmas. The best way to show that you can relate and to help them is to share some real life experiences of your own experiences. I'm sorry, real life examples of your own experiences using our products or the experiences our customers have shared with us. This is how we answer questions and offer a resolution. Identifying common kitchen struggles is the place to start when creating your stories. Customers may not realize they have a need for a product until we help identify a struggle they have and bring that product to life by sharing what we use it for. For example, here's the story. Have you ever peeled and sliced a clove of garlic with your bare hands, and then later that night, as you're drifting off to sleep, the smell of garlic is wafting from your fingertips? Ew, right? That's why I love the garlic peeler and slicer set. No more stinky garlic hands. And the best part is that you can choose this set and so much more with some of your host rewards when you book the next party. Do you see how you can share the features of the product, but also include examples of how it will help and what it can do in a way that people can see themselves using it?
Now think about your last party. How did you talk about the products that you were featuring? Did you share a personal story to bring a product to life? If you didn't, do you think that would have sold more products if you had? Now at Pampered Chef, we have systems to help you create real life stories to share in your parties. The system is paint the picture, share the value, and go for yes. The first step is to paint the picture of common kitchen challenges that you have experienced that help guests recognize they may have a similar challenge. And recently, I've been focusing very heavily on next month's host offer and heavy hitters like the Deluxe Multi-Cooker to get bookings. Here's a way that I paint the picture. Have you ever wished that you had a product that would help you take the guesswork out of dinner? How about one small appliance with 16 features, including pressure cooking, slow cooking, and sous vide, and didn't take up all the space of individual appliances? And what if you had loads of recipes at your fingertips on Pampered Chef's websites, and of course me to answer your questions?
Think about something specific and then pick a product that can help solve that problem. For example, here's how I paint the picture for a common challenge. I live in the tropics and we dine outdoors a lot. Have you ever in the summer months found it to be so frustrating when the potato salad gets lukewarm or the slices of cheese for the burgers sweat and stick together from the humidity? Or think in reverse, what product do you love and what challenge can it solve for people? What story can you share of your own experience with it that would show why guests should purchase that product? Share that story or experience, or ask guests simple questions to help them recognize, yes, I have that problem too. So think about your life.
What are your top 3 kitchen or cooking challenges? Write them down on your handout. Once you identify the problem you're trying to solve, the next step is to identify the products or recipes that could be a solution. Carolyn, what's next?
Thanks, Jill. That leads us to the next step, share the value. Now that you've created the desire, it's time to share the solution. And you'll do this by highlighting the product's features, advantages, and benefits, or a recipe using that product that will benefit them and provide a solution to the original problem. This helps create the desire for the product. So the next part of the story I started will sound like, thanks to the Cool and Serve collection, those issues are solved. Mayonnaise-based salads stay chilled in the Cool and Serve bowls, and slices of cheese stay cold in the large Cool and Serve tray. In virtual parties, this is where I would insert the Cool and Serve collection video for marketing imagery.
Now, what are the products or recipes that you can offer as a solution to the 3 challenges that you've identified? Write them down on your handout in the space provided next to the challenges. Now you have a solution to offer your customers. The next step is to go for the yes. Carolyn, back to you.
Yep, the final step is go for yes. With a genuine, relatable story that resonates with customers, getting guests to say yes is easier. When you're sharing a cooking challenge and see heads nodding at an in-person party or guests commenting in a virtual party, You can tell you've got them thinking, yes, I have that problem too. Yes, you have the perfect solution. And yes, I am going to purchase that product or book a party to get it. So to complete the Cool and Serve collection story, here's how I go for the yes. Start your collection today and then book your own party to get the rest of the pieces. How will you go for yes? What could you say to get customers to want to buy the product to solve your challenges? Write your statements on your handout. And now you are getting the yes you are going for.
Stories are powerful and relatable. They speak to us on a personal level. By using stories to share our products, you won't be a pushy salesperson. You will be a Pampered Chef consultant providing personalized solutions for your guests. While creating stories may feel intimidating at first, if you think about it, you are creating stories every single day while using the products in your own kitchens. So it's just really taking your experiences and sharing the stories that customers can relate to and that can help you find solutions to their kitchen challenges. Here's an example of a story that I share. Wouldn't it be nice if dinner were ready as soon as we came in from soccer practice? Well, thanks to the Deluxe multi-cooker, it can be. And you see, with the DMC, you can set up your meal for delayed start, so it'll be ready when you get home. And not only is the DMC a pressure cooker, but it's also a slow cooker and a sous vide. And with the sous vide function, you can turn less expensive cuts of meat into tender, delicious masterpieces, really stretching your grocery budgets. Now that's talking about getting a lot of bang for your buck, right? On your worksheet, you have a place to create 3 stories you can use in your parties right away. Think of a product that you love that solves one of the 3 challenges you listed. Then use this framework to write a story to go with that product. To paint the picture, start with, have you ever? To share the values, say, that's why I love the. And then to go for the yes, you can get it, and tell them how.
Let me share one to help you get started. Have you ever gone to the cabinet looking for a plastic storage container? You know that cabinet. It's the one where you have 47 lids and 92 containers and none of them match up. That's why I love our Stretch Fit silicone lids. This set of 3 lids will fit all your round bowls from 7 3/4 inches up to 10 1/4 inches. These lids are oven, microwave, and dishwasher safe and have a little vent hole to allow steam to release when cooking. Just think of all the money you'll save when you're not constantly reaching for the aluminum foil and plastic wrap. The best part is you can get them free when you host a party. These words are not just telling a story, but you're connecting and relating to customers in a whole new way. It allows them to see themselves in your story and go for the yes. This might be a good time to pause your recording and take the time to complete your stories.
Now that you are on your way to creating amazing stories to help solve your customers' kitchen problems, let's talk about the resources you have available to help provide solutions and sell products. In order to effectively share product solutions with your customers, you need to get to know your products, and the best way to do that is to use them yourself. When you're first getting started, you may not have a lot of products, and that's okay. You have a variety of resources to help you create stories, even for products you don't have. For example, your product catalogs, product trainings in Dash, and when you've logged into Consultants Corner, you can search specific products and click on For Consultants to find selling tips and words to say on most of the products. And some products even have videos too. And the use and care that is included with every product. And lastly, check out Pampered Chef YouTube channel and watch the videos other consultants share on social media. Cook a few of your family favorite recipes and look for ways to incorporate Pampered Chef products during prep time. As you're finding solutions, take note of what real life situations you can share with your customers about those products. And don't forget to take pictures too. Your customers are so much more likely to connect with you when they know that you are using the same products and sharing actual stories and pictures of yourself doing so. Another great way to get to know your products is to use the new season's best recipes. They feature new products. These are recipes that that you should personally be making on your own in your own kitchen, as it's a good way to test them out. And most important, make a plan to get more products besides what you can earn if you're still in Fast Track Rewards. Hosting your own party each month is another great way to add more products to your collection. And before every new season, you have an opportunity to earn the new products.
We are not salespeople. We are kitchen problem solvers. We just need to explore and ask questions to find out what our customers' kitchen challenges are. Another important selling skill is being able to identify the needs of your customers. To do that, you want to listen for buying cues from your customers. What is a buying cue? A buying cue is an action potential customers take that indicates they're close to making a purchase. Pay attention and ask customers questions. You will find that they give you clues about what products they're thinking about and if they are interested in purchasing. A few examples of buying cues are, I can't decide between these two products. Or, wow, that could really solve my problem. Or, I'm really looking for something that. When you pick up on these cues, you are able to provide a recommendation or a solution, but you will only pick up on these opportunities if you listen and engage with your customers.
Now, another way to provide solutions is by knowing your audience. Every group is different. The best way to share the products and solutions that really resonate with the guests in your party is get to know your guests. Ask questions to understand their kitchen challenges, find out about their lifestyles, like do they work, do they have a family? And remember, you're in a relationship business and you need to always approach every opportunity from a place of service. How can you help? What can you offer that would make their life easier? So enough about the theories and the hows to. Let's give you some real life examples of how to tell a story in your parties. The examples we'll share are meant to be inspiring to create your own authentic stories.
Let's talk about the reusable storage bags. I mean, really talk about them. How much money do you waste on disposable zip closure baggies to store leftovers in the fridge or to marinate a piece of meat? Never mind the fact that these things are filling up our landfills. Don't even get me started on that. Check out our silicone reusable storage bags, available in 3 convenient sizes and strong enough to hold liquids, and they're dishwasher safe. So here I insert a video showing us using the large reusable storage bag to marinate 2 pounds of skirt steak. Or how about this? You know how we all tend to use half a red onion and then put the unused half in the fridge for another day, where it eventually gets pushed to the back out of view, where it dies a slow death? What, just me? Come on. So instead, use a simple slicer to slice it thinly and make pickled red onions that will last for weeks in your fridge and are delicious on salads, burgers, tacos, and more. Waste less food, save more money. And speaking of money, with a Pampered Chef business, you can slice up your debt at warp speed. Are you curious about doing what I do? Let's talk. And then I post the video of my Instagram reel, so my party posts direct them to my Instagram to build my following there. I want my customers following me on all social media platforms, so I'm always in their faces and always on their minds. The final step is go for yes. With a genuine, relatable story that resonates with customers, getting guests to say yes is easier. When you're sharing a cooking challenge and you see heads nodding at an in-person party or guests commenting in a virtual party, you can tell you've got them thinking, yes, I have that problem too. Yes, you have the perfect solution. And yes, I'm going to purchase that product or book a party to get it. So an example of getting the yes. So Sally, which of your bowls at home will you be grabbing a stretch fit silicone lid for? Another real life example, do you hate when you're browning ground meat and you're trying to bust up the chunks and move it all around with your wooden spoon and you end up flicking meat all over your stove? Grab our mix and chop spatula to break up those chunks quickly and easily. Keep the meat moving so it browns evenly and scoop it out as you drain off the grease. The best part, it's safe for your nonstick cookware too.
Now, I'm a very busy mom of 2 boys that have very different tastes. Being able to avoid and creating a few dinners is my goal for mealtime. This is where the air fryer is to the rescue. We can have a few things reheating at the same time, as our house is the king of leftovers. Last week, we reheated pizza and made frozen chicken nuggets all at the same time. Now, have you ever wished that you had fresh and healthy snacks on hand for the kids with plenty of options for them to choose from? I love to fill up our Cool and Serve with grab-and-go snacks. Think of it like a big charcuterie box, and everyone can pick their own favorites. For my online parties, I like to go live and explain what's going on in the Cool and Serve, how easy it is to prep, and then I share the tools I use. Paint the picture of how this can work for them to keep healthy snacks on hand.
Using the process to create stories isn't just about selling products. We use stories to encourage customers to book a party and join our teams too. You can use the same formula. Paint the picture, share the value, go for yes. Hey, Jill, how about you share an example of a booking story using the Say This system?
Absolutely. So I paint the picture. Are you looking at your wish list and thinking, oh my goodness, there's so much on here that I cannot get it all this time? Share the value. You can get the tools you don't want to wait for and then host a party, because as a host, you can get everything else on your wish list at a discount, like half price and 60% off items and sets, and free products too. And it even helps your host who invited you. So go in for the yes. My first available date is XYZ, and spots are filling fast. Which party theme do you think you and your friends would enjoy most?
How do you create stories to sell the business opportunity? The same way you sell products and bookings. You paint the picture with a have you ever statement. Have you ever seen lots of products throughout the party that you liked and would love to have in your kitchen? You share the value. One perk of being a Pampered Chef consultant is that we get the chance to earn the new products each season before they're released. It's one of my favorite perks. It's so easy to get started with Pampered Chef. You simply choose one of the best products we have to offer, our opportunity, and a kit. And then you go for yes. So which kit would you pick and why? Speaking of stories, one of the most important stories you can tell to inspire people is your story. On your handout, develop your own recruiting story with these simple steps and use these words to start. Before joining Pampered Chef, my life was. I never imagined being a consultant could. At first, I hesitated saying yes because. And now I am excited about. If you didn't have time to finish this important activity, mark your calendar to complete it in the next 48 hours.
Now, looking back at what you wrote down at the beginning of this breakout, rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how important you think telling authentic stories is to your business now. Write that number next to your response. Put a star next to any selling struggles or challenges you wrote down that you found a solution to during this breakout, and put an exclamation point next to everything you hoped to learn and did. Now, we covered a lot of information in this breakout. First, you learned why stories help customers see the value of your products. You also learned how to create your own stories to share by painting the picture, sharing the value, and going for the yes. We shared some real life examples of stories we used to inspire you to create your own, including stories to help you get new bookings and new team members. And before you move to the next thing, write down your 3 key takeaways from this breakout, the things that you're going to implement in your business immediately, and those for the next 90 days. And thank you for being with us. Happy selling.